Phil. There aren't many people who are able to surprise me, but you're one of them. This past August in LBC, you said you wanted to learn some Torah with me. We went to your bunk, and you took out a large box of heavy Jewish books. And I said, what the heck is this? And he said, I'd take it with me wherever I go. Okay, so you're a little bit crazy, but it makes life so much more fun. I still remember our first real conversation. I think it was 2 years ago in Yakikala, when you were talking to me about joining the American Army. And I asked you a straightforward question. Do you see your future as being a more observant Jew or not? And you, that moment, said, I definitely plan on being a more observant Jew. I said, if that's the case, that's going to be incredibly challenging if you join the American Army. At the time, we were focusing on pension and medical benefits and teeth and stuff like that. And at the end of this conversation, your focus changed drastically, and you're focusing on your own personal growth. And we stand here today, incredibly proud of your decisions that you made then, and the change of focus and the direction that you've taken in your life. And maybe you'll still join the Israeli army just so much better. But aside from making that decision for yourself, you have helped hundreds of others make similar decisions. As regional president of the JSU, you spent hours and hours and hours not studying for school, but talking to other kids about how to open a club in their school, about how to get the teachers to agree, how to manipulate the system, how to get the job done. What you leave behind is one thing that's very, very, very clear. And that is a gift to all the clubs you helped open up, to all the kids who you brought to regional and introduced them to Judaism. That is what you leave behind, and that will last for generations to come. And now,
oh, Phil. So happy to have your shirt on. I'm even more happy that I have my shirt on. I want to give you a message that's really important. When God created the world, He created the first two human beings, Adam and Chava. And He put them in the Garden of Eden. He put them in the Gan Eden. Please give me your attention. He put them in a perfect world. A world that had no war, a world that had no pain, a world that had no troubles, a world that had no suffering, a world that was perfect. And Adam and Chava were created on Erev Shabbos, on Friday. Friday's a good day. And the Zohar tells us that the sun never set on the first Shabbos. That the first Shabbos was daylight for all 25 hours. And Shabbos was coming to a close. It was ebbing away. And Adam and Chava looked around for the very first time in the human experience. They saw the sun start to set, and the world start to get dark. And they became very, very afraid, because they had never seen darkness before. And that fear began to grip them. The fear of the unknown. The fear of leaving the perfect cocoon of support, of foundation, of God being there for every need they ever had. The fear of going out into a world where that clarity is not always there. And that fear gripped them. And so God gave them a gift. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to Adam and Chava, if you take two sticks and you rub them together, you will create fire. The first Boy Scouts of humanity. And so Adam and Chava created fire. And on their own, they were able to illuminate the world. And even though the sun was set, they had the capacity to bring light to others. Phil, this has been an amazing ride. None of you out there could possibly imagine what Phil has contributed to NCSY. Aside from recruiting his friends, aside from reaching out to so many people throughout his school, TJJ, summer programs, ambassadors, aside from all these unbelievable experiences, Phil has gotten up in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people that he has no idea who they are. Just to tell them how amazing it is to be part of the world of bringing Torah and light and fire and warmth to the Jewish people. Phil also calls them on the phone, at home during dinner, from our office. And in his amiable personality, manages to inspire them too. And I think what he told me was that most of them don't pick up, but every single one that picks up made a donation. I love you, Phil. But despite what you may think, you really are a role model. A role model to all of us. A role model to everyone who works with you. A role model to your parents. You're laughing. They're crying. A role model to your friends. Everyone looks up to you. And you're going to yeshiva next year. And it's not going to be the same. And it's going to be a little bit difficult. And many of you out there have no concept of the challenge that Phil has taken on. I don't mean to insult anybody, but there are yeshivas and there are yeshivas. And when Phil walked into my office, he told me, I don't want to go to a Baal Tshuva yeshiva for public school kids. I want to go to a real yeshiva with bad food. And girls, they're nice shades of girls. All right, workout room. The truth is, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be challenging. And there are going to be moments of darkness, and there are going to be moments of challenge. But you have a fire. You have a fire that burns within you, and that illuminates the world. Tonight, you're not only receiving this award, you are also receiving a very prestigious fellowship. Aside from the Elisa Plato fellowship that you received, you are also receiving the Rabbi Pinchas and Elaine Stoper and Zakai's scholarship of $1,500 for their tuition in Israel. The Stopers are the founders of NCSY. The Stopers, me and my parents from, And without them, I wouldn't be here. And without them, you wouldn't be here. And it's an amazing zechus, it's an amazing merit to be chosen for such a thing. And Rabbi Stolper is a man of vision. He saw a world and he saw potential, and you're a man of vision. And you see a world and you see potential. And what we need you to do now is to fill up your own cup with potential and overflow it to the rest of the Jewish people. We are so proud of you. We are also giving you this wonderful Israeli envelope of shekels to spend at the Mariah bookstore so that you can begin your journey of Talmud Torah and your world of inspiration to the Jewish people. Phil Katz, NJSR11.
He's so huggy.
And for the last award of Spring Regional 2011.